just now under the pump because the weather's changed and it turns out I need to leave at like 9 o'clock tonight. Today's Wednesday. Instead of Friday morning, I need to leave Wednesday night, which is tonight. So it's high tide now. It's a little bit clear. I'm here in Forstar and I'm going to see if I can jump under the boat and give it a quick clean. How pretty it always is here, man. It's so stunning. So I'm almost ready to go. I just need to put the rudder on Batman, get Batman's rudder on, also chuck Batman up himself, and I've plotted my course. I'm going to pull the tender up, secure that on the back. On this run down to Forstar, I did try and put it on the front, but that didn't really go according to plan, so now I'll have to just take all the weight out of it and put it on the davits and see how that goes. So I'm going to run that. There's not much wind. Not looking forward to not sleeping tonight, but I am looking forward to getting underway. This on, always wear your life jacket when you're solo, actually all the time. I won't be able to film probably anything of this for you guys, but yeah. I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. I am definitely sailing in the wrong season. Everyone on the east coast of Australia goes north, up to like the Great Barrier Reef, and I have gone south. What an idiot. It is pretty though, hey. I did not get much sleep. Originally I was going to Sydney to go to Fiji, but that's not happening anymore, unfortunately. So yeah, so I'm continuing down to Sydney to see my friends. It's real squally and shit weather, always on the nose. I bet, mark my words, that when I sail back up to the Gold Coast, I just get northerlies. I bet you. Nothing much happening other than being uncomfortable. I wasn't going to have a coffee today, but I need something that's going to be nice and warm. Maybe I should have a tea. Need something warm, it's freezing. Well, not freezing, it's probably like, 13 degrees Celsius. That's cold for me. Gotta go up and have a good look at that AIS. Something just went off, but there's nothing there. I can't see anything visually, and nor can I see anything on the actual chart plotter, so might be something I need to check out. Ugh. I broke the aluminium tube to the autopilot again. It's the second time I've done that. God damn it. But Batman is being the superhero, literally bringing the team home. Wouldn't have been able to do it without him. Well, I would have, but it would have been friggin' horrible. So I've just discovered on my chart plotter, velocity made good. How did I not know about this before? Velocity made good on this tack is about 2 knots. That's painfully slow. So I'm gonna tack and see if we can improve that. So now 3.8, 3.7, 3.6, about 3.6, almost double. And I've just had a tea, so I've got a bit of caffeine under my belt, and I might hand steer for a bit because I am more efficient. What was life like before AIS? It is exceptional. I love it so much. If you guys can actually see on here, there's a whole bunch of ships here just outside of Newcastle There always is. They're usually anchored or just waiting to go in, wait for their slot. This one here, I can see him up ahead. As far as visually is concerned, it looks like we're definitely on a collision course. I would definitely alter my course if I didn't have AIS, but I can click on him. His name's Morning Salute, and I can see his cargo ship, 229 meters, and speed over ground is 0.7 of a knot, and it's under engine. So yeah, they're just making a small amount of headway just to keep the engines on and just to sort of almost stay in position. So AIS, it's exceptional. It allows me to sleep, even though I haven't slept much. It allows me to sleep in the evenings when I see a light on the horizon, because I can tell from my AIS. I can tell which way it's going, whether it's going to come close to me or not, and whether I need to be worried. Whereas if I didn't have it, I'd be up all night waiting till I could see exactly which way that boat was going before I knew personally that it wasn't going to come anywhere near me. I can't rave enough about it. It is fantastical, if that is a word. Or, as the New Zealanders would say it, fantastical. I've got to be happy with today. I am 48 nautical miles from this waypoint that I've got out in the heads from Sydney. Really hoping tomorrow morning I can be sailing through the heads in Sydney. See you guys tomorrow morning. Just sailing through Sydney Head. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Well, if the wind holds up, which I don't think it's supposed to, this is going to be a very slow, tacky sail up Sydney Harbour. Ferries going past me everywhere. Batman looks a little bit salty. Maybe I can catch one of his waves. Look at him motoring along. Must be nice. I'm just tossing up. Got about half a knot of current against me. Instead of battle the current, I've just spied a pink mooring over there, which I'm allowed to use for 24 hours. Let's go pick up that mooring and wait for the tide to turn. So it makes sense to just duck in there, wait it out. I'll never get over how easy that is. It's so good. 177 nautical miles. An extra 40 miles, that's what happens when it's on the nose the whole way. Oh, I'm suited up. Let's go for a sail. I always feel like a bit of a tree lopper in these. Technically, I am a tree lopper. All right, it's cold, it's chilly. It's chilly here. It's gonna be a cold shower in the cockpit this evening. May as well sail off anchor. Okay, wind is on the nose again. You guys knew that already, right? Just about to go through this super narrow cut. It's an old like twisting bridge and there's a big ferry coming, so I'm just in the middle of doing a donut. Now if it looks close on the GoPro, it's like 15 meters, it's like 15 meters away. I'm about 10 meters away from the top of that bridge there. And underneath the Anzac Bridge. To be honest with you, I like this Anzac Bridge better than the Sydney Harbour Bridge. I like the look of it better. Freaking cool spot. Oh, and that was that. Yeah. It's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet here. just going into the boat in front of me, so I better go. But yeah, I'll see you guys when it's daylight. Good morning. Welcome to Sydney, Australia. Anzac Bridge, really cool. My favourite bridge in Sydney, and there's the backdrop of the actual city of Sydney behind me. I'm at an anchorage called Blackwattle Bay. I'm obviously sailing down here in the wrong season. Everyone heads north to like the Great Barrier Reef, the Gold Coast, and further north, the Great Barrier Reef. And I've done the opposite and come south, and now I'm in Sydney. I plan to sail from here to Fiji, and that's not actually happening now anymore. I was just so stressed trying to get everything ready with the boat, trying to do the repairs that I needed to do, and then try and see all my mates in Sydney that I haven't seen for ages. And then I was already cutting into the season, and I still needed to jump through some bureaucratic hoops to get the boat in order to be able to leave Australia legally. It all just became a bit too much, and I decided not to go, unfortunately, this season. But also fortunately, because there was a massive amount of stress that is not in my life anymore, which is really enjoyable. So the relief from the stress ended up outweighing the disappointment from not going to Fiji this season. So now I'm down to Sydney, and it's cold. I'm just waiting for Lou, a friend of mine, to jump on boat. She's on her way, and then she can help me sail through Sydney Harbour and dodge all the boats, and we want to go out for a sail today. Pretty excited. Can't get any drone shots for you because you're not allowed to fly drones in Sydney Harbour, but sailing today, I'll try and capture as much as possible. Let's go.
Later on in the night.
Lucky for me, Lou is on the helm, and I'm just going to sit back and maybe get some champagne, or I don't know.
Champagne sounds alright.
How nice is this?
We could stay to watch the sunrise, cancel all our plans. We don't need a reason.
I'm not doing anything, this is great. Should we do the real test where I jump in the water?
I have to rescue you.
Yeah, you got to come get me. You got to sail back to me. You got to get back to me either way.
It's quite intense.
Yeah.
Never think about going, won't you stay with me for a little while? Got myself free falling deep into your eyes. You came to me.
Very cool. I'm very glad that I was able to do this before I left. We have tried to time it, so we're going underneath the Sydney Harbour Bridge and past the Opera House, right at that little golden moment, the golden hour. So we're still a fair bit away. There is a rather large cruise ship coming our way. It's up there. Just looking back at Luke. Yeah, we'll see if we timed it well. This is very cool.
Till dawn. We could stay to watch the sunrise, cancel all our plans. We don't need a reason why we just can't. I wish I could stop time and stay in this moment. Never think about going, won't you stay with me for a little while? Got myself free falling deep into your eyes. You came to me without warning, but I knew why. I wish I could stop time and stay in this moment. Never think about going, won't you stay with me for a little while? Stay in this moment, never think about you stay with me for a little while?
And that's that for another video. First and foremost, I need to thank Lou. Most of the footage that you saw of us sailing in Sydney was Lou's footage. The original time I was sailing through Sydney when I first came in, that was pretty magical by myself, got some really good shots, and I ended up losing all that footage. So if it wasn't for Lou and all the footage she took on our sail, I don't actually know whether I would have made this video. So Lou, thank you so much. You really saved the day. Sailing my home into Sydney and parking it in the middle of the city was exceptional. That was definitely a highlight. I loved being there. I'm not a big city fan. I didn't stay long. Nevertheless, it really was special to be able to experience that. Some of the last clips that you saw was from the Vivid drone show. That was pretty cool. There was hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of boats all jostling for position. I think I've got some footage of that somewhere. Trying to get through them. It was pretty mental. It was nice to be amongst that chaos. I don't think I would ever do New Year's after experiencing that. But that was one more time where the electric motor really came into its own. Most of the time, the motor was obviously off because we were good. Sometimes I'd have to adjust our position just a little bit, but most of the time it was off. It was just like we were sitting there. Otherwise, if I had had the diesel going, it would have obviously been idling just the whole time. So it's these little moments that you keep on realizing, man, having an electric motor is just so good. I need to welcome 2 more patrons that are going the extra mile and supporting this channel with a little bit of extra love. One is Ludicrous Dichotomy. I have a feeling I know who that is. And the other one is Sea Breeze Bear. You guys will never know how much I appreciate, how much I so deeply appreciate the extra support you guys are all supporting. Thank you so much. If you've made it this far, you absolute legends. You must be big fans. And that's it for this video. Tune in for the next video where I sail from Sydney to here. This is Lake Macquarie. It is very pretty here, but as far as the video is concerned, it's time to get underway and I've got to get out of Sydney. Okay, bye.